You know when you hear a vocal and it just feels locked in with the beat? It's not just sitting on top of the track, it's actually moving with it. It's tight, it's got groove, and there's a reason why these records sound like that. And right now, I'm going to show you how to do it. So here's a vocal with some reverb on it.
You can hold it down for me, I know, even though I move fast. I don't really want to let you go, but can you catch me?
It sounds fine, but listen to what happens between the phrases. When the singer stops, the reverb tail just hangs there, and it fills up all the gaps that the beat's supposed to punch through. So the groove just gets totally lost under this wash of reverb, and they just don't sound like they work together.
You can hold it down for me, I know, even though I move fast. I don't really want to let you go, but can you catch me?
So the beat's quite rhythmic, and the vocal's kind of floating over the top with loads of reverb all over it, so they're not locking in. There's no space, there's no groove, there's just noise in between the phrases. So now here's what I do. I'm going to put a gate on the reverb return. Not on the vocal, on the return track after the reverb. So now I'm going to sidechain the gate to the dry vocal. So when the singer's singing, the gate opens and the reverb comes through. But the moment the vocal stops, the gate slams shut. The reverb tail gets cut dead, and then the beat comes straight through in the gaps. So the gate settings I've set up is a fast attack, so it's grabbing it, it's holding it for about 90 milliseconds, and then I'm leaving a slight release on it so it doesn't sound too sharp when it's closing. Think of that like a fade. So then you just set the threshold so it's just tracking the vocal, and you can see it open and closing here. Let me show you.
You can hold it down for me, I know, even though I move fast. I don't really want to let you go, but can you catch me? You can hold it down for me, I know, even though I move fast. I don't really want to let you go, but can you catch me?
So you can hear that the reverb is still there when they're singing, so it has all of that juice and niceness that you want. But the moment it stops, the beat takes over, and that's what makes these records sound so tight. But let me play it to you now, because it only really comes together when you've got the beat going and it's cutting in and out. And so listen to in between the vocals where it goes dry, and you'll hear suddenly the track comes together and they both sit really tight together.
You can hold it down for me, I know, even though I move fast. I don't really want to let you go, but can you catch me? You can hold it down for me, I know, even though I move fast. I don't really want to let you go, but can you catch me? You can hold it down for me, I know, even though I move fast. I don't really want to let you go, but can you catch me? You can hold it down for me, I know, even though I move fast. I don't really want to let you go, but can you catch me?
I've over-egged the amount of reverb here. I'd probably dial it back a touch, but it's just so you can really hear the effect working on YouTube. If you've enjoyed this video, then you want to take my producer mix blueprint. It's totally free, the link is in the description, and it will give you a template and a way of working for every time you make music so that you can produce and mix at the same time. Check it out now, it's in the link below. This next video is going to show you how to control a vocal if it's super dynamic to get that smooth, polished sound that everybody uses. Don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one.